Imagine this, a grand old mansion, filled with the scent of fresh flowers and the quiet sobs of a family in mourning. But beneath the surface, greed is bubbling up like a storm about to break. Today is the day Grandpa Elias's will is read, and everyone is holding their breath. I'm Ethan, the youngest grandchild, and I've always been the one who stuck by Grandpa through thick and thin. While my siblings chased their own dreams, I was there for him, listening to his stories, helping with his business, keeping him company. But as the lawyer clears his throat and starts reading, my world flips upside down. Sarah and Michael, my sister and brother, are handed millions, stocks, properties, cash that could set them up for life. And me? I get one single plane ticket to a place I've never even heard of. What is this? A joke? Or the ultimate betrayal from the man I loved most? As the lawyer finishes, the room erupts in whispers. Sarah's eyes light up like she's won the lottery, and Michael is already talking about buying a yacht. I just sit there, stunned, envelope in hand, feeling like I've been punched in the gut. Grandpa built an empire from nothing, becoming one of the wealthiest men in the state. He was tough, but fair. Or so I thought.
Growing up, our family was close, but as we got older, cracks started to show. Sarah, the ambitious lawyer, always wanted more control over Grandpa's affairs. Michael, the flashy entrepreneur, borrowed money constantly, promising big returns that never came. I chose a simpler life, working as a teacher, but I was the one who visited Grandpa every weekend. Why would he leave me with nothing but a ticket? The pain hits hard, a mix of anger and heartbreak. But later that night, as I open the envelope, I find a small note tucked inside. 6 words. Trust me, Ethan. This is your key. What key? To what? My mind races, and I know this is just the beginning.
Let's rewind a bit to understand how we got here. Grandpa Elias wasn't born rich. He started with a small shop in the 1950s, turning it into a massive real estate and investment empire. He married Grandma Rose young, and they had 3 kids, my dad, Aunt Clara, and Uncle Ben. But tragedy struck early. My parents died in a car accident when I was 10, so Grandpa took me in. Sarah and Michael are Aunt Clara's kids, a few years older than me. We grew up under one roof, but even then, the differences were clear. Sarah was the golden child, top of her class, destined for greatness. Michael was the charmer, always talking his way out of trouble. And me, I was the quiet one, content with books and helping Grandpa in his garden. He used to say, "Ethan, true wealth isn't in money, it's in loyalty." Those words echo now as I stare at the ticket to a remote island off the coast. Over the years, things changed. After Grandpa's stroke, Sarah and Michael took control, handling his paperwork and gaining power of attorney. I trusted them. But soon things didn't add up. Grandpa mentioned deals that sounded off, money vanishing into investments Michael ran. Sarah brushed it off as being for the family's future. When I questioned them, they laughed. "Ethan, you're not cut out for business," Michael had said smugly.
Now, at the funeral, their excitement over the inheritance feels like a slap in the face. Millions for them, a ticket for me? Was Grandpa punishing me or protecting me? That note, "Trust me, Ethan, this is your key," keeps replaying. I finally book the flight, heart pounding. What secrets await on that island? And why did Grandpa hide them from everyone else?
The days after the funeral are a blur of grief and confusion. Sarah and Michael waste no time claiming their shares. Sarah buys a luxury condo downtown. Michael splurges on a sports car. Me? I'm in my small apartment, packing for this mysterious trip. The ticket says Isla Verde, a small, secluded island in the Caribbean. There are no direct flights. By the time I arrive, I'm exhausted but curious. The island is paradise, yet something feels hidden beneath the beauty. The note leads me to a law office in town. An elderly lawyer named Mr. Ramirez greets me. "Ah, Ethan, Elias spoke highly of you." He hands me another sealed envelope. Inside are coordinates to a hidden spot on the island. My pulse races. This isn't just a ticket, it's a map. I call Sarah casually, trying to probe. "How's the new place?" She gushes, but when I mention the ticket, her tone sharpens. "Probably Grandpa's way of saying, 'Get a life, Ethan.'" Her laugh burns. Michael's worse. "Don't overthink it, man. Enjoy the vacation." Their arrogance fuels my resolve. If they're hiding something, I'll find it.
Following the coordinates, I reach a secluded beach cottage that Grandpa apparently owned. It's old, untouched for years. Inside, I find dusty furniture, faded photos, and a locked drawer. Inside are journals, all in Grandpa's handwriting. Each page is filled with pain, regret, and shocking revelations. He writes about Sarah and Michael's deceit, how they forged documents, siphoned money, and made him doubt his own memory. "They think I'm weak," one entry reads, "but Ethan is my hope." Tears blur my vision. Grandpa knew all along. 2 years before his death, he discovered everything but couldn't act directly. His health was failing, so he made a plan. The plane ticket was my gateway to the truth. Among the journals are bank statements, forged contracts, and emails proving their fraud. Grandpa's last instructions are clear. Use this to expose them, but choose justice, not vengeance. I find a video too, his frail voice saying, "Ethan, if you're watching this, know I trusted only you." My mission becomes clear. When I return home, I act normal, but inside, I'm burning with fury. I hire a private investigator who confirms everything. Sarah altered documents, Michael embezzled millions, and together they spread lies about Grandpa's mental health to seize power. I confront them subtly at a family dinner. "Grandpa left me something interesting," I say casually. Sarah laughs nervously. Michael changes the subject, but I see fear flash in their eyes. Later, I find more in Grandpa's notes, proof that the will they read wasn't the real one. It was a decoy. The true inheritance was hidden offshore under my name. The 6 words, "This is your key," lead me to a safe containing deeds, stocks, and evidence worth far more than their inheritance. It's not just money, it's justice. Armed with proof, I plan carefully. I consult discreet lawyers to confirm the assets. Everything is legitimate and legally mine. Grandpa's plan was brilliant. Test their loyalty, then give me the tools to restore balance. But I don't want chaos. I want truth. So I start small. Anonymous tips to financial regulators. A leaked story about corporate fraud. A silent storm begins brewing around Sarah and Michael. At the same time, I plan the final confrontation. A family gala attended by investors and media. The perfect stage for the truth. The night arrives. The ballroom glitters with chandeliers and prideful smiles. Sarah and Michael are radiant, unaware of what's coming. I take the stage during the tribute speech for Grandpa Elias. My voice shakes, but steadies. "Tonight, we honor a man who built everything from honesty, but not everyone here honored him the same." Gasps ripple through the crowd as I project evidence on the screen. Fraudulent signatures, bank transfers, legal manipulations. Sarah's face goes pale. Michael stammers denials. "You betrayed him," I say quietly, "but he left me the key to expose you." Security moves in. The room erupts in whispers. Justice has found its stage. Investigations follow. Sarah and Michael's accounts are frozen, property seized. Sarah pleads guilty and apologizes. Michael fights, but the evidence crushes him. I inherit what's rightfully mine, though it feels bittersweet. Visiting Grandpa's grave, I whisper, "You were right. Justice wins." Months later, I use the inheritance to start a foundation in Grandpa's name, teaching ethical business and trust. Sarah does community service. Michael disappears from the spotlight, broken but perhaps wiser. Family ties begin to heal, slowly, painfully.
That plane ticket wasn't a punishment. It was faith. Grandpa's 6 words, "Trust me, Ethan, this is your key," changed my life. In the end, true wealth wasn't the money. It was integrity. Betrayal may wound, but justice heals.
Hey everyone! If you enjoyed this tale of betrayal and sweet justice, hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe for more dramatic stories that'll keep you hooked till the end. And drop a comment below. Where are you watching from? And how did this story make you feel?